Alright, guys, say something.
Hello, hello, hello. Talking. I did both.
Okay, alright, guys, say something. So I think my audio is working. And stick that into the Facebook group.
Let's not have this game take 3.5 hours like yesterday's game.
Yeah, I think I'll pull out a clock by the last hour and force moves within,
That's funny.
I don't know, every 5 minutes. If people are taking too long, like last time, it affects all the players. Okay. Send over the combos. Rustfit Innovative. Saxony Patriotic.
Yeah, there are a lot of people here.
Okay. I think we're ready to start the bidding. Who's bidding first?
That's me.
Alright, Yarantar, you can take it away.
I'm gonna bid 9 on Rustviet. No, 8. 8 on Rustviet.
8 on Rustfit.
Well, there's where we want to get stuff.
Can you just type or put somewhere the bid order, or do I have to keep checking?
Sure, I'll do it.
Knight, Igmatus, and then
Okay.
no.
Thank you.
Oh wait, what's the bidding order?
It's in the
Right
note.
there on the right side of the screen.
Chempo's next.
Oh, I see.
And the first bid is for 7. Oh,
8.
He's at 8.
Oh, 8. Alright, let me check with Igmatus. Gonna be a little slower.
Like looking around my house now for like mass items. I don't know. Oh.
Igmatus goes for 11.
He goes for 11.
Dunno.
I'm out.
I'll go 12.
Is that a 14? Okay.
That's a 40.
I'll give it a try.
So that goes to Ig again.
Ig again, yep.
Can you guys talk now? I think I fixed it.
Perfect.
Hello, hello, hello.
Okay, yeah, I got it. Cool.
Alright. Well, we'll just double stream then.
Oh, you're streaming too?
Yeah.
That's fine. If you want to do it,
I'm gonna send it
Wherever people want to watch, it's fine.
fast.
Dividing up viewership.
Ugh. That's 14, right?
Yeah.
Waiting on Igmatus. Probably. Oh, he got 15.
he bid 4.
Ig is
Quacker.
for 15. I'll drop out.
Yarntar out. Chimpo.
Hmm.
It's not quite over yet.
It's not
Yeah,
over, Derp.
it's not done yet, dude. There's still 3 people.
Oh,
I was like,
Tough decisions. Man.
I'm out.
night out. Ignitus is out. Chempo takes Rusviet Innovative for
Ah,
16.
fuck. I didn't want to play it.
That's your fault. 16 's
Tempo, I think you said that like all 4 times I've played with you. Oh shit!
I
didn't
just
want
wanted
that.
to drive the price up.
Well, it's as high as it's ever been. I don't think we've ever seen a 16 coin bid yet.
Really? What did Jeremy
there was one that
bid?
was
Oh,
close, I think.
I know, actually, I
Jeremy
think
bid
Jeremy
like
did 16 for the exact same
17
combo.
or some shit.
I think
Oh,
it was 16 for the exact same. Or was it 15?
I,
It may have
I
been.
saw a 14 one game.
Does the bid jump to
bid.
me then?
I
Jeremy's
still
was
start, right?
definitely above
Uh,
15.
No, it's the new. It's the next
it
person.
rotates. So the next up will be Jumpo. And then Knight. So Knight. No. Knight's first.
All right.
And then I'll get Igmatist.
We can just do your stream.
Okay. Host me. Send me your viewers.
All what? 11 of them, maybe?
How do I
all
host
2 of 'em.
one?
Oh boy.
I don't know how to host. How to do that?
You should be able to do it from your streaming deck on Twitch.
Alright, Igmatist bids 8.
He bids 8.
That goes to Dunoff.
Oh no.
8,
A whole 8.
9.
On the floor for poison.
That's rough. Yeah, I'll go 10.
I'm out.
Yarn tired 10. Knight out. But yeah, Jimpo's not in, so Igmatus.
Night
Igmatus
out.
out. He passes. So back to Dunoff.
I do like Crimea Mechanical a lot. But for 10
Tagawa. It's your favorite board.
Shut up, Derek. The problem is I don't know how fast it'll end with two
Yeah.
powers.
True.
What you thinking, Yarntar? Are you gonna go up to 12? I wanted to spend 8 or 9 on this.
Yeah, so did I. So I don't know. I don't know. If you pick it, if you go higher, I don't know what I'll do.
Yeah,
I would think for a long time.
that's where I'm stuck at too. Shit. Champo is Recipe Innovative.
He is.
Champo is a quick player too.
Can you put that in the notes just so we know who's in and who's out?
Joe.
Sure.
Thanks.
Shit. $11 fucking coins, huh? I'm out.
He's out.
All right.
Soul Tiartar. Knight.
Ray, you mind
Oh.
moving so I can sit?
I will.
Thank you.
Igmatis bid.
Suppose I won't set up though since.
So Igmatis gets the first bid.
Interesting choices left.
Yeah.
I bet interesting I mean crappy. I was just kidding.
He goes Tagawa Militant 2.
2.
2. On to
Interesting.
Dunoff.
Damn. 2?
I know that feeling.
Why? we got to compete against Recipe Innovative and Crimea Militant. I mean Crimea Mechanical. We got to go 3 free and just talk about who wants what.
Yeah.
Well, clearly he wants that, so there you go.
Yes, but that was my top pick of these 3.
Well, that's why he put bid too, huh?
Put his money where his mouth is.
Because for Tagawa to compete in this slugfest, you need every coin you can get.
Just raise him to like 8.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Shit.
I just realized the coins on Militant and Patriotic are almost exactly the same.
Yeah. But those top row action mixtures,
Now I gotta rethink. Shit.
the potential to get 6 coins in one action with Militant is nuts.
I've done that with Recipe before. You just gain deploy over and over and over.
Yeah.
I got like 50 coins or something in the game.
That just seems silly.
Still on Dunoff, right?
Yeah, sorry. Alright, I'll go 3.
3.
Ooh.
Then to Knight. Hard pass.
Hard pass. I had a traumatic experience with Tagawa last.
He goes 4. Igmatis.
God, dog, what? I was like 3, fine, I'll sacrifice 3. I just, fuck, what's that? Tagawa can just get so, ugh. Oh my god. Nightmare, should have paid 11 on Crimea. Quick with a game end. Hmm.
Hello.
Eggs here.
Nice.
Big
Yeah,
man.
I was in a meeting and it was running late. I said I was willing to drop it, but Rail suggested that to stay, and I suggested, well, I guess I could bid because I could do that while the meeting's still going on.
All right, Igmatis, let's talk here, man. What are you doing on this Tagout Militant, bro? This is.
I meant. Did you do 5 or did you pass?
I'm still thinking, bro. Like, we're in a. We're see who we're competing against. We got Champo and Yarntar as two powerhouses. Man.
I have not been playing well, if that's any consolation.
Ugh. Change your mindset. That means you're due.
Yeah, I'm only at
Well,
4 points
if
in this
you
tournament.
want, you know,
We're all only at 4
Saxony,
points.
if you want to play, why can't I think? What's the aquatic blue racing?
Nordic.
Nordic Industrial. If you want to play Nordic Industrial, then by all means.
Ugh.
I tried playing that last game a while before, and it was one of
Yeah,
my.
I was in that game with you. Wasn't pretty.
I mean, I'm pretty
for
sure
any
you
of
could
us.
do it fine by just building a bunch of mechs. This is probably going to be a very aggressive game anyway with Saxony in it.
It's gonna be so quick too, cause shit. All right.
Also, in case you couldn't, well, I'll tell you my voting procedure, my method to my madness later.
So that means I say 5 and you say 6.
Are you gonna say 5?
I'm on the fence, man. I'm sorry, everyone else waiting on this. Feels like a lot.
Yeah, we may have to enforce
we
the
are,
new
sorry.
new clock rule. If
Alright,
we feel
you're
like
right.
it's taking too long, we'll
Alright.
drop a clock on your face.
And we make it bigger
This
and
is
bigger.
why we do timers in real
All
life.
right, take it. All right, my bad.
It is taken
All right, Knight.
by
What do
Ignitus.
you want here, Knight?
Donov starts the bid.
What do you want, my bro?
I feel like you can both get them for free.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think I want Saxony over Nordic.
So when you get in the game, Ignitus,
Sold. Let's
Because
work
and then
together,
we-
okay? Let's beat up the.
Exactly, that's what I'm
Champs.
saying. Like Nordic, you gotta get your mech out there and hit Rustvia. I
well,
gotta fuck with.
with our
Lee a
forces
little bit.
combined.
By our powers
Also,
combined.
With this
Alright, give
game,
me.
because
I'll
the-
go
the
Sax
place-
0.
Yeah, you got it. I'll take Nordic.
we have enough
Man, I
seats
haven't
for
played,
7, right?
Togawa in like so long.
You should have
Do
trolled
we
him and
need
bid
more
one
seats?
for it.
We have 8 seats.
Okay.
I
So you guys
specifically
are
told
fine.
myself going into today, do not take Saxony. So,
No, he's taking Saxony. Yeah, I would have taken Nordic over Saxony 10 times out of 10 there.
I just don't. The game's gonna end so quick. I feel.
Maybe,
Or maybe
because
it won't
you win
because
the
they
game.
paid so damn much. I don't know.
I'm lagging back.
Alright,
Yeah, you are.
can hear it. Donna, go ahead and take a seat.
Forgot.
And let's get Ignitus
So
in
you're
this
Nordic
game.
Industrial? then?
What?
Yeah.
What's the name of this game again?
Survivors.
Could you just so it's called Survivors. It's a Scythe game. Man, too many people on Tabletop Sim. Could you just send me an invite link? Rail.
I am looking for you.
Pretty sure you are friends with me on Steam.
Make the effort.
Oh, I see it. Survivors, Mr.
Okay,
Doe.
that's easier.
Password Discord.
We lost Night. Yeah, same password.
Can you hear me okay on Discord? Because my internet seems fine.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
hear
we
you on
can.
Discord, but you just DC'd.
I did.
Thank you for being patient with me, by the way, guys.
Definitely would rather have you in than out.
I don't know. I like 4-player games. I'm just kidding.
By the way, I mentioned this might be a problem early on when I heard the
He did, yeah.
announcement.
I remember it.
Now I don't see Derp online on Steam.
Oh,
Okay, well,
see him.
it's still loading in for me.
I see you. You're chilling in the menus.
chilling in the menus.
Something's wrong with my Steam then.
I actually don't see Derp online either.
Spooky.
I see you too.
Is Derp really a real
Are you set on
I'm
invisible?
so curious. I forgot who it was. I remember watching a beginning of the game and somebody
No, I shouldn't be.
a trap here. Oh, you do it for the territory. I see. You do a trap because then, yeah.
Chimpa, I see you're watching the stream. Are you gonna
I?
continue watching it?
Oh no, let me get out. Sorry.
I mean, we can have a very low commentary stream.
Oh
But
no,
I think
no, no,
for the
I'm
viewers,
out.
it's better.
Let me get out of there.
I'm sad to
Sorry,
kick out 30% of my viewer audience, but
foiled my plan.
How much percent? 40%?
33% of my viewing audience.
Oh.
It's okay. The VODs are where it's at. All right, you guys are all set. You have everything you need. Jep and I can hop over to the next channel.
See ya.
All right, good luck.
Alrighty.
Neato. You may want to sit up as well. You're gonna block the echo. Pretty reasonable bids, I think, actually.
Yep. I think the Tagawa Militant is probably a little bit high.
A little overtuned there, but they just really don't want the Nordic Industrial or Saxony Patriotic. I think Nordic Industrial is not
Yeah.
bad. You can get out fast.
Right. Like, you can definitely end the game quickly, but it's not a super high scoring mat
Right.
in my experience.
But neither is Rusvia Innovative. It's
Right.
like
Unless
Crimean
you just
Mechanical.
do tier 3 pop by like turn 16, which is a thing you can do. But yeah, I think I don't know who's favored here.
With the bidding, I'm not quite sure. I did play with Yarentar, so we did have a tournament like 3 years ago, and we started one game of it, and Yarentar was playing Crimean Mechanical to my Tagawa Innovative. I remember that. There were like a couple other players, but I remember Yarentar won that game with his Mechanical. It's just, you can't beat it. But now that there's bids in the game, I don't know if I believe him anymore.
Right. I honestly, I would probably put it on Saxony Patriotic if he knows how to play, because it can get a ridiculous amount of coins if played right.
If you think the game will run long enough. I feel like it takes a little while for him to get rolling.
Right.
So we see him move out of Nordic. He moved the woodworker to the village in Albion, and then main character out to the woods. Rusviet trades, does not produce. He traded for 2 oils. Oh, interesting. And Tagawa starts with a produce with food and oil, a produce out of Crimea for worker and food, and Saxony trades for 2 oil. Right, he's got 5 coins, that looks right.
Lightning round.
They produce out of Nordic, get that worker and the oil. Looking good. Another trade out of Rusviet for an early upgrade. Wow.
That's an interesting start.
Yeah, he traded to get a total of 3 oil and 1 metal, ending with 6 coins. Yes. Down to 3. No? Yeah, down to 3, up to 6. Tagawa, trade and listing. Makes sense with Militant. Start with that produce. Get 2 food. Go down to 3 coins, but go up to 5.
I wonder if he'll do the 3 enlist right away. That strategy. It's a bit slow though, getting out to that encounter.
Yeah, and the encounters. I don't know. Saxony's not particularly fast, so I don't think he's in extreme danger of losing his encounter. A trade out of Crimea, getting food. Very standard for mechanical. You produce, trade 2 food, produce, enlist. Not too bad. There, Fomov. He thinks mechanical is too expensive with Rusviet Innovative in the game. Trading oil is a great opener for Rusviet, but then he traded instead of producing. Oh. Yeah, so he does the double trades and then produces to get to 3 workers in a mech, which is very fast for 12 turns. Possibly
this is
10
interesting.
turns.
Looks like Saxony's moving everything to the
metal with an early bolster upgrade, not the move upgrade. Does he think he will get the third medal before he moves his main character?
Sure. I like doing three upgrades before even moving to metal as sack with patriotic.
Mm-hmm. And looks like he agrees. A trade out of Nordic to get some more oil too, and then a produce deploy from Rusviet. Fomov called it. He takes the Riverwalk mech, planning to get some food. Tagawa, planning a move. So he's not opting for the early triple enlist.
Who was it? Somebody. It was whoever played. I think it was Axel played Tagawa Industrial last game.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked his opening for that.
I didn't get to see that, or I didn't pay attention to it. How did he end up doing with it?
It also works for militant. Interesting. But basically, you move a worker to the metal and your character out. And then you trade and then move again.
The food worker?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you'll be able to... Well, when you move again, what are you moving? Main character to the metal, and then the oil worker...
Yeah, first is the oil worker to the metal, and then the second
is the
move
food
is
to the village.
yeah.
And then you can do
And
produce
if you
deploy.
do a produce, if you do produce in between, it works for militant as well, and then you get an enlist as well.
We see that produce and list out of Crimea. And actually, no trap from Tagawa on that farm. Yeah, I don't think the farm is necessary. And there's no Polania this game, so he doesn't have to worry about the lake invasion that badly. So, yeah, he figures he'll get that territory later. First enlist out of Crimea, this is for combat cards, no surprises. Saxony produces 2 metal, sits on that. Nordic produces 2 workers and an oil. Did he trade for metal last time? Did he switch it up?
I didn't see.
Seems so. I don't see how he would have gotten metal otherwise. He did a move, produce, trade, produce. So he traded for an oil and a metal, yeah. How's his coins? 3. Looking accurate. Okay. No bottom rows yet. Rusviet produces, no deploy this time. And Tagawa produces another oil and a worker. He has the power he needs to work with more than 4 workers. Crimea trading and upgrading. I think he just took in 2 oil, spent the combat card. 2. And what did he upgrade? Is that combat cards to deploy?
Huh.
Interesting. He doesn't feel like he's going to get enough combat cards from Saxony and Tagawa, so he's finding his own way. That's a nice play.
Right.
I like it.
That makes sense.
Saxony trade for that metal, and Saxony trade for 2 oil. So he plans to move maybe 1 worker to the village and his main character. So he didn't. Oh no, he did get the upgraded move. All right, and that'll secure his bolster deploy for 2 metal. Got Nordic bolster upgrade, spending that 3 oil, and he'll take the upgrade from produce. So he's going to spread those workers out across 3 tiles. Maybe to food, village, and stay on the oil, get on the metal. Can't tell. Rusviet produces deploy. He wants the speed mech, decides to get on the metal worker. Fast 8 workers, he's got the star. And his coins are looking okay at 8. From 5. Tagawa traded for 2 more oil. A second upgrade. No. He traded for 2 metal. Mistake. Hang on. Purple. You cannot trade on your main character. Has to go on a worker. Right. Can't trade on this main character. FOMO calling out. Rusviet, if Rusviet gets to food, he does 2 produces to get to 12 food for all the enlists and 4 mechs, and then 4 move actions to end the game, potentially. If he has 2 and 6 for his worker ratio. Are you still with us, Derp?
Yeah.
Okay. Crimea moved. He spread his workers out in an odd way. He's got 1 on the metal, 1 on the food, 3 on the village. So he probably wants to get that worker star. But why not stick them both on the food? Just get a little more resources out of it. I'm not quite sure.
Right, yeah, he can't produce on all 3, so...
Saxony moving and upgrading, but he grabs this encounter. He did move 1 worker, but he left 1 behind, so he didn't really need that move upgrade yet, really.
I feel like maybe that bottom option,
Worker and
if he's gonna be a warmonger,
aggressive
that's his
Saxony.
plan.
It will speed it up. It's a free produce action basically. And 3 oil, then he can do another upgrade later. It'll be a really cheap mech. In fact, he'd almost be done with all the metal he needs. But he would have to move again to upgrade it, so he would still need at least 3 more metal. And then, who does he fight? That's the bigger question. Oh, he goes for it. He's going ham.
Nice, I like it. He kind of needed that boost with the work to get his engine going faster.
Yeah, I agree. I like it a lot. It does mean he'll struggle if he goes to 8 workers, but he doesn't really need it with the setup. He could get that 1 produce from metal. Maybe bolster deploy anyway afterwards so that he can move his... Yeah, it's a little weird with the move upgrade. Does he just redistribute his workers for no real reason and then save on resources for engine? Otherwise, he's gonna do a bolster deploy, produce again, and then not have enough metal. It's kind of a crappy position to be in.
I mean, if he with that 1 more upgrade though, I mean, he's going to be sitting pretty.
I think maybe, yeah, you just go ahead with maybe a trade here, a produce. Wait, he didn't produce this round. He moved. So he produces 2 workers and 1 metal. Then he moves to redistribute and then do that upgrade. It's kind of important. Alright, Knight takes 2 popularity. Doesn't need metal. Doesn't need to pay 4 coins for a mech because he only has 5. And he doesn't really need 4 food that badly. So he's sitting at 4 popularity. Quite promising for industrial. Yeah, it's usually hard for them to get. Rusviet redistributing exactly as FOMO planned. 6 food, 2 metal.
Is this FOMO playing? Interesting. Yeah, that makes sense.
This is different from how Jeremy played the same combination. Rusviet, no.
I feel like there's so many ways you can play it, to be honest.
Oh, he goes for the forward expansion. I mean, who's he worried about? Saxony? Not yet. At least a couple turns, so he's probably safe here. And also potentially blocking in Nordic if Nordic wants to get... Oh, actually, I didn't notice this, but Knight moved to the oil tunnel, so he'll produce 2 oil with his 3 workers. He did go for that produce upgrade early. Yeah, interesting. So he is going for a lot of bolster upgrades here. Safety first. Social distancing. Gotta stay away from Nordic. Got the encounter. What do you got? A wash for the first option. Just popularity and coins. 4 metal. Does he need it? I don't think he does. He can produce it himself. He can get a structure. But what would he want?
I think where his workers are right now, he probably wants the metal. Because then he could just produce deploy.
He
oh,
goes
really?
For the wash. Yeah, I don't think he needs the metal.
Oh, yeah, I guess he doesn't. Yeah, you're right.
Enough. And there's no structure that really helps him.
Yeah.
Maybe the mine for mobility, but at the cost of popularity. I think, yeah, it's kind of not a great encounter, but he has everything he needs. Tagawa produces 2 workers and 1 more oil. Is that the right amount? Yeah, now it's the right amount. Crimea trade. Spins the coin. Gets 2 food. He is good. Yeah, he's gonna do that strange produce enlist next turn, but he has to spend a card in order to make it work. Unless he does a trade upgrade for upgrading the produce.
Yeah, that might. I wonder if that was what he was planning.
Then he could do 2 produce enlists to get his 8 workers.
Seems like, yeah, it seems like a bit of a waste of a turn though. To like upgrading too much as mechanicals, you know.
Yeah. And then he wouldn't have the move upgrade if he did that either.
Right.
It's an odd play, but let's see how it works.
Actually, I could see Saxony staying at 3 workers here. I kind of hope he does that, because then he could. But
then what did he do this turn?
Them all to the grain.
Because he just moved this last turn. So does he just bolster deploy right now? And then he can't quite get to the grain in the next turn. Oh, but he is bolster deploying. He's thinking of it. 3 worker strat. I feel I would favor 5.
Yeah, I think, yeah, just for the sake of territory. But
because he's not going to be short on power with that bolster upgrade. I doubt he'll hit a power star, but he's not using power for the star. He's using it to kill people. He's got 6 coins at the moment, so he'll jump to 8. He does take underpass, but he places on the village, so he's going to move he's going to move workers off. But yeah, the thing is he can't reach anything without speed. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Yeah, the play there would have been to deploy the mech on the mech.
And then move the 1 worker to the village. Or to the farm. Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
But it's still pretty inefficient with them. Like the main character would take 1 step to get to the metal tile and then be in position to get somewhere. Alright, Nordic produced, got his 8 worker star, very fast, has 2 oil. He does not have metal, doesn't have a mech, so it's going to be tough for him to redistribute those workers, 6 of them on 1 tile, and not sitting in somewhere productive. I think we'll probably see a bolster upgrade, then trade to get some metal. Or maybe just the trade and then produce. No, he's not going to produce deploy like this. He's kind of stuck. I think this is an odd choice for him. I think his bolster upgrade to improve the move and then move your 3 workers at a time. It's not very efficient, but
right.
It seems to be the path he's going for. I think I would have rather put my workers on the metal tile so I can at least drop them back and move them that way. No killing in this game, true, Fomov. You just send them home on their merry way. Give them a nice citation. Produce deploy. Drop in the township. Get in the food and metal, which he spent. He recovered the coin that he used. His popularity is not touched yet, I think. Because it... Oh, no, it's 3. Yeah, he went to 4, down to the 3. And he's calling it out for the other people at the table who questioned him as well. Bolster upgrade out of Tagawa. Going to 4 power, spending a 3 oil. He loses the coin. Struggling to find where the oil goes. Ew, he's going for trade upgrade into deploy. So he may actually hit the... This is something I like to do with Militant. It's not always the best strategy, but it is nice if you expect a longer game. You can trade 2 pop enlist and then move deploy. So you get good coins, good popularity.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Militant would be a lot more interesting if upgrading was easier.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is like one of the better combos on the board if you can manage to get it working.
Produce enlist out of Crimea. He produced the food, spent the card, wasted this metal spot, and he goes for the deploy. Probably expecting some out of himself and Saxony. Eventually from Tagawa as well.
Okay, so Saxony looks like he's just going to produce once and get all the metal he needs in this game.
Yeah.
I think that might work.
That's not bad. You can definitely... You basically move, bolster, deploy, move, bolster, deploy, and get stronger as you expand and look for people to beat up. But who? Nordic is still sitting on that 1 card, but you'll need at least 2 mechs to get to him. Riverwalk and speed. Rusviet has a juicy pile back there, but he's far. You're going to need at least 2 turns to get to him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you need the speed mech. You move. You need to do another stall turn, which is another mech, and then move again. At that point, Rusviet should have done his next produce, deploy, and then gotten the heck out of there. I don't think he'll get there in time.
Yeah, it's he's also a little slow for stealing Tagawa's encounter.
Nordic
Couple turns
bolster
behind.
upgraded his move action to the deploy. Okay. Just got to get that extra metal before he can get those workers moving. It's painful.
Yeah, that was I think pretty big mistake. He didn't deploy on his last.
Rusviet's debating. Move and list. He's got a lot of coins to make up for this combination. He'll have to make it up in stars and a fast end to the game, because it doesn't look like he's going for popularity here.
Right. Yeah, I feel like the more secure strategy is actually just to like do a point scoring strategy with these high bid.
And just
like rushing the game in 14 turns is dangerous when you're ending it with like 60 coins. You know.
It is dangerous, but having control to dictate the pace of the game is pretty valuable. Like, you take this combination because it has that potential to end the game quick, and if you think you can finish it with a 16-point lead, then it's worth it. But yeah, the point of the bidding system is to make it expensive enough that it doesn't guarantee a win.
Right. FOMO was talking about doing a scaled bidding system that you pay like a percentage of your final score, but
Yeah.
I actually kind of like the straight up number because it does discourage those really fast games. I think it makes the games a little bit more interesting.
Yeah, he and I had the same discussion, actually.
Yeah.
I do like the current system. It's easier, it's more intuitive. You just subtract this many coins, and it doesn't change throughout the game depending on your scaling. And I think the rush strategies tend to be the best at the moment if there's no bidding. So this is a way of kind of tamping back on those. Can't decide where to move. How do I summon a clock object?
Yeah, that last game, though, holy crap.
That was
a lot.
Yeah. We can't impose that on the other players.
The passive-aggressive clock.
I can't get
All
rid
right.
of it.
I'll be right back 1 second.
That might be an answer. You spawn a clock, so you can stick it in front of someone, and then you just reset it every time they finish their turn, and then pass the clock over with the echo. Ooh, what is that? Nice factory card. Now he has a path to tier 2. He doesn't have combat cards to swim in, but he's gonna make his own. Yeah, that's real nice. It may cut into his ability to win fights, because he needs People's Army cards to secure that without bolstering. He has 1 power, and I don't see a good path for him to get more. But he could just go for an engine game instead. I kind of like that. Move, deploy. Get an encounter. Thinking about this one, popularity is bad, especially if you have the trade route to get
Alright,
more
I'm back.
popularity. So Rusfit ended up taking a factory card for 2 pop, which is nice. I'm only
Oh,
concerned
yeah, that's going to be helpful.
he'll run out of combat cards for picking fights later, because I don't see a lot of enlists going on with his neighbors. And then it looks like Tagawa's paying 2 coins to get 3 resources for his own encounter.
Yeah, he's a
Opting
little
for some-
slow on those enlists. I feel like you can actually get them pretty quickly as Resviet.
Oh, as Rusfiet.
Yeah.
I think the plan for him is he does all the produce deploys he needs, and then he just spends the rest of the game move enlisting.
Right.
You don't get maximum benefit, but you could end the game that way. I'm only concerned he just has 1 power, or he'll have 0 after he does another produce deploy.
Yeah. And not very many cards, so he might actually have a hard time
Ending.
slamming some.
But maybe the alternative is you just keep running around the board, building up your popularity, and not fighting people. Like, you have 8 workers, you could just keep producing tons of resources and sit in tier 2. Can you hide it? That's the hard part. I know, as Rusfiet, it's more difficult, but you can always run, so you have that option. Crimea, trade upgrade. Yeah, he did go for the additional upgrade, but he didn't go for the produce, he went for the move, which is important, move to deploy. So at this point, he can deploy a card, because he'll bolster to get 2 cards, and then use a card to deploy without needing to even produce metal. So then why have the worker there at all? I think he may be regretting it.
Yeah.
And then again, it's just 1 food. Maybe it doesn't matter for his engine.
Interestingly, he can just shoot up to tier 2 pop. I was thinking that not doing the move was a mistake, but I think, or the move upgrade, but he could get tier 2 immediately right here, which
Ooh,
is
nice.
kind of crazy.
Knight gets that early river. Yeah, he swam across to get to all the territories he needed. He's good. Early objective star.
I appreciate the mechless industrial strat, Knight. Oh man.
Dono produced. He just produces a 3 metal, so he's about to start that bolster deploy move engine. We see the last produced deploy from Rusviet. He will be done with mechs, but how does he get any power? He's gonna be hoping for some good encounters. That's basically his route. He does have some time before Saxony drops the speed mech and starts putting pressure on him.
Yeah, I wonder if he's probably going to move off the factory before Saxony can
Oh no. Well, so if Rusvia wants to take the center village encounter, I think Saxony can touch him next turn.
Yeah, definitely.
So he has to go for something safer unless he doesn't care about getting knocked. An early free easy star for Saxony because Rusvia has no power, so that would be juicy for Donna.
Yeah. These fights are going to be a little interesting because Dano doesn't have very many cards, and Rusvia has like no. So it'll be interesting how they turn out.
If I'm Donna, I want to get that food supply in the back. Force
Yeah,
Rusvia
for sure.
Force Rusvia to
Just get
shove
in
it back
there.
into his base and then waste some action there. And then while I'm there, put some pressure on Nordic and maybe jump in. You need a 2. You have to attack with 2 because Nordic's already at 7 power. He did a lot of bolster upgrading.
So do you trade for pop here? Or do you trade for metal as Tagawa?
As Tagawa, I would. Oh, early.
Oh, it looks like he did the pop.
He went for pop. No, he chased for
Oh, he
metal.
did metal?
Yeah.
2 metal. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think early you need the engine, and later
Right,
you have
for
the
sure.
luxury. Because he's definitely going to move next turn to get a worker on the metal, so he can do another produce to get it meaningfully. However, my thing with militant here, I don't really want to do produce build, so I would rather go to 8 workers quick as soon as
Yeah.
possible, and then just do 1 more produce to get all the resources I need. But he's not there yet. He's single on 5. So maybe a move, deploy, produce, move, deploy, big produce of a lot of food, and then you can alternate your move deploys with trade enlist.
Yeah, he should probably actually move to the grain because he can just trade for metal if he needs.
Yeah. Did he upgrade his move? No, he didn't. So he'd have to move 1 worker to the metal.
One
and then
big
the rest.
chunk. Yeah. I wonder what trap that is. Did he throw down the card trap just in case? I feel like I probably would have there if it were me.
Is he worried about getting attacked right now? I think he's...
Yeah.
He is the only target. Okay. Into Saxony. Oh, there's the bolster deploy. I think card trap, or... Yeah, the card trap is more meaningful than the power trap. Is he regretting not setting traps?
Probably.
We'll find
Yeah.
Crimea bolster deployed. He got his speed mech. It's kind of inefficient that he moved his main character first before the speed.
These guys want to get this game done. They're just moving
I like it.
so fast.
As soon as I put that clock on the table, put pressure. It's effective.
Okay, so where's Rusviet moving here? Is he going to be in range of Saxony? Is the question.
Saxony took his
Oh,
speed
yeah.
mech. Oh, he's going for it. He doesn't care. That's a free combat for sure. Unless this encounter is
Yeah.
amazing. Nordic traded to get 2 oil, so he'll do another bolster upgrade. Oh, yeah, because he's still stuck. I think he's going to go for the bolster upgrade so that he can deploy another mech, but just for 1 metal. Or deploy his first mech, sorry. Rusviet moves and enlists because he wants to move his mech there. Put some pressure on Tagawa, potentially.
I think as Tagawa, you want to take that village tunnel
And block Rusviet.
and You could deploy Shinobi. So I'd do a move, deploy, and move one worker to the metal and the character to the tunnel. But it depends on what traps he has left. If he saved the card trap, that's definitely the play. But it depends on if he used it or not.
Right. The first trap is always kind of a tough choice for me. It's like, what do I not want people to see?
And do you attack Rusviet if he moves there right now? I feel like the answer is probably yeah.
Rusviet has 3 moves. Oh, he's got attacking.
Oh, that's a bad idea.
I think that trap could hurt him. And again, it might be a power trap. If it's the
Oh boy.
Well, he gave a little peek, but it's committed now.
I mean, he has Ronin. Oh, it doesn't trigger because of the worker.
Yeah, there's a worker. He does have People's Army, so this is still no. There's no rope. No. Yep. Okay.
The only mech ability that doesn't work when mechs are doing what they're supposed to do, which is protect your work.
Right.
I still feel like he loses this combat like every time.
2 fours.
He's discarding 2 though, so like it's just such a
That was expensive.
low chance.
I think he was banking on it being a power trap or popularity. He might not care at this point.
It was a nice job by Igmatis there. Are these are discarded face up? Okay,
Yeah,
so
ouch.
3 and a 2 or 4 and a 2. That's not bad.
The 4s, yeah, probably painful for him. Does he still think he's gonna win this fight? I don't know about that one.
So yeah, the
I think
I
he's
feel like
planning to use that 4.
he has to. Does he have to win this? He doesn't have to win this.
No, he just loses it and gives a free combat.
Well, the thing is, he can counterattack next turn and then deploy with a metal on the tile. And he has Ronin from that.
Oh, you mean as Tagawa?
Yeah.
Because Rusviet, I think he's going to spend his whatever 2 cards are left, try to win it. My guess is it's going to be about 6 or 7 power.
Just you don't want to give Rusviet easy combats, though, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I think making this expensive for Rusviet is worth it. Well, he's spending as much as he can anyway. If Rusviet wins this...
So on average, he has about 6 power in his hand, Rusviet.
I think as Tagawa, I want to win it anyway. As
Yeah,
long as I don't have
I would
to
do.
overcommit. Like if I have a 5 in my hand, I'll definitely stick in 3 power.
Mm-hmm.
But he
2.
goes for 3. 3, 2, 4.
Wow, that's
Yeah,
a fail.
that's too cheap.
Always do 6 on defense. It's like I even preach it, and people like it still works, even though people expect it. It's fine though, because he can just smack him back.
Rusviet enlists after this fight though, and gets 2 power back, and still has
And
one.
you know, Saxony is about to whoop Rusviet.
On 2 fronts.
Yeah, if Igmatis is probably going to counterattack there, but
Can Igmatis defend against? Because he doesn't have Shinobi. That trap's not going to reset. So,
right, that's the only problem.
but I think Igmatis needs to get that combat back before
Mhm.
before Saxony.
And if he has Ronin, wait, why did he gain 2 power? Oh, he enlisted.
Enlist for 2 power.
If he gets Ronin, 2 triggers of Ronin by counterattacking and then defending the next
Oh.
fight, that's quite a.
And it's really important because he needs to get that metal back so he can deploy. So he goes into to fight and takes the metal to deploy immediately. That's absolutely worth it for purple.
And he probably could move the other worker to the grain to finish his enlists. Because that seems like the more
worker.
likely star he can do now.
Alright, Reds encounter Center Village. Another 2 coin, 1 pop, which he doesn't care for. He can pay money for some oil, but I don't think he needs to upgrade anymore. Oh, he could. No, he has already upgraded his moves, so he doesn't really need that. 2 pop for 1 recruit, but he just dropped his popularity, shoving that worker home. So he's kind of stuck with 2 coins and a pop, maybe? I don't know. If he were to upgrade, what would he upgrade? Maybe trade? I don't think he wants to do trades for popularity. He has a factory card. But he can't afford his factory card. He has no combat cards. He has 1.
Yeah. That would be maybe a bad idea. Wait, he just enlisted the enlist recruit? Okay.
Yeah. Was it? I can't remember if he did deploy.
No,
or not.
he did deploy first, so he's not getting a card from this. It would be if he had 1 more pop. That third option would be amazing.
It would. He just opts for the I think he's kind of stuck there. The oil could be used to hit tier 2, but I don't think that's as part of his game plan. Not with the cards he's got.
Hit him back.
Yeah, that was an expensive fight for Rusviet. He lost 3 cards. He did win a fight though, which is better than none. I'm not sure how he would have gotten any fights.
Interesting to see what his other move is.
Does he move the worker out of home? I feel like that's important.
Yeah, I feel like he needs to finish those enlists.
He does not move the main character if he wants to pick that fight. You need that medal.
Right. Oh, the thing is, moving the character, it doesn't actually do very much because you can just do Shin.
So Rusviet's looking to do move enlist, and maybe in the game. Objective is still hiding. But can he take a combat? He'll gain a new combat card. So he'll have at least 2 to go pick a fight. Yeah, it's doable. If he had gotten that encounter option for the recruit, he could have ended next turn. And that would have been cash, round 11. And oh my goodness.
Yeah, if only Saxony could reach Rusviet's great. That would make things interesting.
But Rusviet is sitting on negative money. He has 14 coins. So he'd have to make it up entirely in stars and territory. And I'm not sure he still wins, even at that point. It may be too early. And with the strategy he's employed, I don't know if he gets better over time. He needs to use the factory card to get to tier 2.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of, I feel like he's almost abandoned his chances to get to tier 2. Though he does have the popularity enlist left. So he could probably do it still.
Why is he at 2 pop? Oh, he got the encounter, that's right. There's the fight. He spends nothing. It's not even worth exchanging the combat card.
And Igmatis went 7.
7.
Oh boy, why would he do that? His last card is not a 5.
He really needed the medal though. If he doesn't get that medal, he doesn't deploy. But he's gonna get slapped for it.
Yeah, I think Saxony might come in.
Yeah, for sure. He has Ronin this time. He moved his main character, not the worker, out of home base.
Right.
But yeah, we're gonna see two combats for Saxony, and then a bolster deploy, and then another move. Oh, I don't know. I think Saxony is looking really good this game right now. Like, even if Rusviet ends it, Saxony was about to pick up a good chunk of territory and stars, and he has a good coin. It's 11.
Right. I feel like Tagawa should definitely trap that.
Yeah.
How many turns are even left in the game?
Tagawa's picking up good coin. Got his combat star. Set Scythe. Alright. No, I don't think he's going to see too much value. I would rather have gone Shinobi to reset the trap or Toka to invade Crimea. But I don't think he's going to beat Crimea, so Shinobi would be my preference. He is setting a trap, though. The coin counts currently. You got 15 on Tagawa, 11 on Saxony, like 6 on Nordic. Rusviet just got a coin for the deploy to get to 15. So he still hasn't made up his bid.
If Saxony wants to slow down Rusviet here, he should just sit on that tunnel, the village tunnel.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think... Well, I was going to say he would drop some workers along the way and then hit purple. But the workers alone only stop one mech from Rusviet. It may be good enough, though, because if Rusviet's stuck on tunnels, then Saxony's going to have a field day picking those fights.
He also has to be a bit careful of Rusviet moving into his home base. I mean, if he leaves them, if he leaves the workers alone there.
Oh, if he leaves them unprotected. True. Yeah. But I think he's attacking Rusviet first.
Yeah.
So Rusviet won't have that option. Crimea moved, grabbed an encounter. Which option? Looking like 2 popularity to me. Okay.
Alright, here we go, Sax. Get him.
Get him. Jump on it. Oh. Is he rushing factory instead of taking fights? I don't know about
Might
that
do
one.
both. Might just kill the character there.
Oh, that's a shame.
I wonder if he has machine over muscle.
Oh, 3 workers. So he... Oh, Rusviet has that worker there. I see. So he couldn't hit purple in one step. He'd have to dedicate a mech just to take that. So yeah, opting for the factory to get more mobility while getting one of those combats is not bad. And also not giving free Ronin power to purple. Maybe, yeah.
Interesting. Oh, this is great. Because if he gets a factory card here, he could use his mech that's on the mountain to attack Rusviet's grain next turn.
Yeah, I actually do like that.
That's it.
This is huge. Okay. I like it. I'm on board now. Rusviet probably will move in list. But yeah,
he could just move back to his village.
But if he's trapped in his village with just 3 tiles, he's not going to win this game. That's good enough.
That's true.
Just secure the factory. Don't let Rusviet come out of there, and block his exit, his Riverwalk exit. At that point, as Rusviet, then I might switch to a tier 2 pop, and then just start spamming produce. Go for like 24 resources in my metal tile and hope nobody comes swimming in. Tagawa starts slowly like wading across the shore. Hey, I see you get some. Rusviet does have 15 coins, not 16. I'm sleepy. My accent may be slipping. What factory cards are left? I doubt that he... Saxony's got 11 coins.
So wait, yeah,
Oh,
Rusviet
factories
has
active.
one card, right?
Yep.
That he
One card. Power.
just drew. So it's
Wait. Rusviet should have 2 cards, doesn't he?
Well, he just lost the fight, I think, and he spent a 2 there.
Oh, no, he spent a 0 in the last fight. That's right. So he kept the 1 card, and he's still holding that 1 card. He spent 1 power here to draw its 2nd card. I think that's a 5 in his hand. He doesn't want to waste it. And that makes him just strong enough to potentially drop 11 in a fight. More likely 9 to 10.
Wait, okay, he spent 1 power then? Okay.
This time he spent 1 power. The previous fight he spent nothing. So I think Rusviet may have a path to win right now. Well, end right now. Because if he townships into the he still needs the 2nd enlist. Not yet.
Yeah, he needs to.
So move to spread right now, and then take the factory in a fight.
I feel like that move is pretty predictable. To spend 1 power. But the thing is, I don't know, like with 2 cards, it's just luck whether or not he has enough power to
I'm pretty sure he has at least 1 5. So the 2nd card he just drew is most likely a 3 or a 2. But there's a small chance, 4 or 5. And also when he move enlists, if he doesn't fight this round that's coming up, then he gets a 3rd card. Improves his options a little bit. And if he has 3 cards, he can move 2 mechs in to guarantee a fight. And I think that'll be good enough. Ooh, machine over muscle. You called
he
it.
got it. Nice. I like it. I don't know if I've ever done that as patriotic.
You got it.
What's his factory card? Oh, okay.
But he needs his cards.
Yeah, that's not great.
Surprisingly,
I was hoping it was the 1 resource for 2 power and a card.
Oh,
That would have been perfect.
Alright, Nordic moved, got his worker here, and then redistributed to wood. Is this your favorite? Build industrial? No, your favorite is build patriotic.
Yeah, no, I do like build industrial with Nordic though.
Okay. I just worry that it's too late.
Oh yeah, it's probably too late.
He's at 4 popularity. He's got a long way to squeeze to get to tier 2. And his coins are only 6. He's hurting. Okay, Rusviet, this is your game to lose. Well, I don't know. With that bid, it may already be a loss. But he is trying to expand and get to safety.
You know, actually, I think Saxony's factory card isn't that bad because he probably doesn't have very many turns left. Like if he spends a 2, that's actually those coins might make a big difference.
He can't produce his workers to get a star. He could do a produce enlist to get more combat cards, and then yeah, for sure that factory will get value. But I think using the factory card and getting combats would put him securely in the lead. Tagawa doesn't have enough territory. Nordic's not in this game at the moment, so right now, yeah, Saxony's looking great. Alright, we see a typical spread. Are you safe from the factory move? I think he's going to secure it with another... is he done moving?
See, the problem is even if he takes the grain, Rusviet can counterattack and take it back.
Right. And then just end the game then.
Right. Rusviet moving every turn is so cheesy.
with the bid, he may not win anyway. Rusviet took his oil encounter and moved that. He doesn't have... What was his third move? I think a worker? No. I don't think he did a third move. Combat card pop. It's pretty good. Or 2 power and 2 combat cards if he's worried he can't win the fight. I think 1 is good enough for him though. Yeah, he agrees. He has at least 1/5, and then securing an extra card, he will find that fight. This game is almost over. Stark contrast to the last one.
Yeah.
Oh, Yarntar, what are you gonna do? Can you produce enlist right now and hit tier 2? Is that good enough? I don't think so. Yeah, because you have 8 workers. You'll actually dip just below tier 2. This game is very close to ending. There's the enlist, taking the coins.
The only question is whether Rusty has an objective, you know? He's playing like he does.
He's playing like he does, yeah. 5 territories at the moment, potentially... Oh, 6 territories, sorry. Then maybe 8 or 9 by the end with 6 stars. You think that's good enough to win? I'm not sure. He has to take the factory, I think. Then he
he's
9 or 10 territories. That might be enough. If he takes the factory from Saxony, so Saxony needs to use his factory move in a meaningful way. Get a trade from Tagawa. Is that popularity? No. It's for metal. Oh, I feel like they are not watching this clock. This ticking time bomb that is Rusviet.
I wonder if see, the thing is, if Saxony takes Rusviet's metal, he's essentially forced to attack that territory instead of the factory.
Rusviet's metal? Rusviet's
Rusviet's grain. Sorry.
Food. Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if I like that play though. I feel like maybe just bolster deploy is better.
Can he secure the factory? I don't think he can beat 3 cards.
I mean, technically he can. I don't know. I guess if he knows Rusviet has a 5.
Based on the behavior, I think Rusviet's very desperate to keep that 1 card. Coin count. We got Saxony 11, Crimea 14, Tagawa 14, 17 Rusviet, and 6 Nordic. Small changes all throughout. We did get a 3rd enlist from Crimea for power and coins, not for popularity. Not overly concerned about hitting tier 2. I think I would have gone for pop. A bolster deploy. You called it. Because he moved last turn. And secure the Riverwalk. So he could attack Nordic, but he doesn't need to. I'm quite worried. I don't know if they realize this game could end next turn. This turn. Bolster upgrade, Nordic. Oh, a free power too.
Wow. What? Yeah, that helps Rusviet quite a lot, actually. He needs every bit of power he
Brady
needs.
is licking his chops.
This is the moment of truth. Does he have an objective?
Is the objective doable? Well, alright, it's 33:03 on the clock. Let's see how long he agonizes over. Am I gonna win if I end the game right now? Oh. I can picture it.
Yeah, I don't understand going for this rush strategy with a 15 coin bid or 16 coin.
15 is, it's still won last time, so 15 maybe just.
It's just like you can get 90 points by turn like 17 with Rusviet.
Assuming the game runs that long.
Safer.
And I guess at this table, The only risk would be Crimea Mechanical ending around 16. So if Crimea ended it and got 6 stars, then maybe a 19 turn strategy is not good enough.
Right.
Somebody shoved the clock in his face. 1 minute in. Agonizing. He is definitely moving listing, but where is he hitting? Tagawa's a ripe choice. That's a free, but he also wants to claim the factory because Saxony is his biggest competitor for sure. Unfortunately, there's no territory that he can take from Saxony without picking a fight, so he can't take more than the factory from Saxony, and then he can't take anything from Tagawa because that's protected. So the best he can do is shove Nordic workers home. And what does he get? 4 territories and the star. He also needs to consider his objective. If he has to do some movement for that, then he can only afford to send a mech worker and another unit to the factory. So he only has 1 spare move to secure his objective. Let's not get rich. It's not wolf among sheep.
Yeah, and Nordic already got diversify.
Tunnels
So
is kind of
unless
hard.
it's a territory one.
Wood would be hard for him. The metal? Maybe metal, but then he wouldn't take the factory.
And maybe he can't do both.
It could be. We might see an extra round. Okay. Interesting choice. Not, yeah, he'd lose territory if he did that. 1 more movement. Taking a tunnel. Is that the right move?
Wait, where's his character?
It was on the oil. It moves to the Riverwalk to the village and then over to the wood. Fomov thinks he needs 3 tundras.
Well, he could have done 3 tundras, I think.
Yeah, it seems he's not going for that. That was before the main character moved. I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, we're all trying to like guess.
It might be woods. You might be right. If he's moving his character there.
Yeah, but then if it needs to be wood, I would have moved my main character in front of Tagawa, and then I'd secure the other ones after, because I think those are easier to reach.
So the question, what do you spend here as Saxony?
37. It's almost 4 minutes in. I'll call it at 5 and set a warning. Okay, switch, get the... Yeah, why not send the main character in front? He already has a factory card, he doesn't really need to, but mechs allow for better mobility of workers, so there's that.
I think Rusted probably still wins.
With the territory and stars? Yeah. If he has the factory taking it from Saxony, it's probably good enough. Alright, I think it seems he's finalized.
The bid is basically his star score.
His oh yeah.
-1. It's 5 stars worth, essentially.
Or his coin.
Yeah. So if you just compare eliminate his stars and then look at the board,
Yeah.
I feel like you would, yeah.
Without the factory, I think Saxony may not be there. 13 plus, like, yeah, it may not be enough, because there's only 3 territories for Saxony outside of it. He unfortunately did not spread the workers with that objective.
It could be 3 villages and he's just sitting on it.
Oh.
But I don't know why he would be deliberating.
Oh, it is 3 villages, yeah. He's just
What
agonizing
a
over...
little
whether he wins or not. 8 is good enough. Wait. No, there should be another. Yeah, 12. And that will be enough.
Oh, wow. That's lame.
That's game. A Rustviet innovative finish. Let's see if the count coins make the difference. Rust strategies are strong still. I think so. That's game. I'm gonna hop over. Ooh,
Alright, so
looks like game.
Insane.
Where am I on this?
This is
Oh,
so
yeah.
insane.
Shit.
Game.
Watch me lose by 2 points and then regret getting this 2 popularity.
I was just writing those down so that way.
Yeah, I was just about to copy and paste it separately, but you got it.
Brutal.
Yeah, Rustviet innovative 12 round finish.
Rustviet innovative with village objective. Just
Yep.
Disgusting.
Sorry, I just saw your message now, but yeah, it does.
It's okay. I figured it out.
I was gonna get full. No, I wasn't gonna last that many more times.
So I had 15 points. Wow.
Azor called the objective. He did expect it. 55
Jesus.
to...
Can we ban this
55
combo? yet?
minus 16, so
It
Yeah.
should
it's actually
be
30
banned,
and 39.
yes.
Yeah, this might... I don't know, I'm not sure Saxony has the territory to make up that difference.
Not anymore. I don't
Yeah,
think.
the factory was a big swing. Wow, very
Yeah,
similar
it's
scores
not gonna
across.
be able to.
Yeah, I knew 10 was a bad idea.
Just
Should've
I
let it go.
didn't think it was.
12 rounds. Oh. Is that right? 25? Oh. Wow. I thought it was a lot closer than that. Okay.
Don't you have 2 resources? No, you've got only the 1.
I took his oil.
Harsh.
Would have been only 26 anyway. Dominating Rustviet innovative. Shocker here, boys.
Rustviet Inno win. One of
Of
these
course.
games is not like the other.
When I spent 14 it on my last game, I got 2 objectives that were impossible to complete. I'm a little sour about
A
that.
little jealous. A little. All right.
That was stressful.
Brutal.
Good games.
That was brutal.
Chempo
That
will
last ton
advance.
was really brutal.
Yeah. I was looking at Nordic and Tagawa's actions, and I was thinking, do you guys not see the potential end game next round? So
No, I really.
I
wasn't
meant
paying attention to that.
I wasn't seeing the end game.
right, because I think Nordic did an upgrade, and that pushed Rustviet to 12 power. Well, in this case, but just like having that extra power might have made the difference for Saxony to hold the factory.
Bro, this is the loser bracket game. I can't be paying attention to stuff like that.
So what did we
Well-
learn? That combination's worth 25 points?
It's worth a lot, I think. Yeah.
In this game, it was worth 30. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. That was unfortunate. Well, GG guys.
Yeah, wasn't nothing we can
Great
do.
game. I'll post up the score.
And industrial is the broken one.
The banned one. I think I would like to stick industrial the band combinations in for the next tournament.
Yeah, I think I would like to stick band.
Yeah, let's. There need to be new combinations that are.
Well,
we should
next
just ban
tournament
Rustviet.
G, though.
Just
I think
ban
Rustviet Innovative is okay, but we just need to bid more for it.
Right.
No, I think there's a limit. It's like once you start bidding over 15, I feel like that's kind of bannable territory.
Why not bid 20?
Because
Yeah, the bid system should balance it out, but there's so, like the combination of Rustviet Innovative is so dependent on having an objective that you can accomplish. You
Right.
know.
And yeah,
But
you could buy
the
it
thing
and
is,
then
like-
can get trashed.
yeah, but like 2/3 of the objectives you can accomplish. You know, like are definitely ones that that are just doable. So you're more than likely to get one that you can do. You know.
Mhm.
Yeah, there was just nothing. Nothing we could have done.
No counterplay. Yeah.
I guess if I moved, yeah, but
That's the unfun
Right, it would have
part about it,
required-
Yeah.
No, actually, Tagawa couldn't even have done anything because Tagawa had already moved, so couldn't move on his previous turn to get him off of the village. Nordic couldn't get there.
I could have spent more for this and then moved into the village to counter.
We should just do the next tournament with balance changes.
I mean, it was mostly this trap that I was like, fuck my life.
Oh, this trap was so good.
I was like, oh shit.
It didn't matter in the end. Oh,
Well, that encounter card that got you an extra combat card probably helped a lot too.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, plus you got 2 coins, 2 coins.
I
said you
picked,
always
yeah,
took the top
number
right.
1 every time.
Plus 5 coins and a combat card.
I think he would have liked to take the enlist one for 2 popularity right after he shoved Tagawa's worker. He ended up with 1 popularity, so he couldn't take it. But that would have sped up to round 11 if he could finish by then.
Yeah.
I guess I could have factoried right after. Instead of
Here's the question: if I was at tier 3 pop, would that even matter? Yeah.
Not with the
Will it fuck the
1 star.
coding if I
You can go ahead now. Yeah, go for it. But I don't think you have enough stars in territory to make that difference.
Yeah, it wouldn't even make a difference. It would make like a.
It'd be like 10 coins maybe tops. Not even.
Apparently it's 5 because he has
It's
3
like
territories
5
and 1 star.
Yeah, I just should have not cared about popularity this game.
I think it was the right choice. The issue is, does Rusviet have a lucky objective, and can he find the combats? And so there was 1 combat that you
Like if
you
this
gave
game
up 3.
lasted like 5 more turns, and if it was like a 16-gun game instead of a 12-ton game, like,
it could have been, because
could
Rusviet
have
had no
been.
power. So when he attacked you for 4-3, that was a free win for him. That was too cheap.
Didn't he have 1 power?
He did.
In that fight, Rusviet spent 4.
Tagawa shouldn't.
Tagawa's
Tagawa
got
shouldn't have. Tagawa shouldn't have given that fight up.
Yeah, that was really lucky on my part.
So because he had a
I
free
did not
combat, he
expect-
only had to look for 1 more, and he just had to stack up a bunch of cards and hit the factory, which was exposed by Saxony. So if he could not find those fights, this game would have run another couple of turns, because
Right.
Rusviet can't reach Nordic. So if Saxony stacked up, Rusviet can't beat that.
Well,
it puts
but-
me in an awkward position because
Of
let's
course.
say I did all out of that fight. Now I have like no power,
Of course.
nothing. It puts me in a very awkward position.
But the trade-off is he finishes in 12 turns, or
Right.
maybe by
And
season time.
that, and also your character isn't shoved back to home, and your character being at home is kind of like the worst thing for Tagawa.
Right.
It's not that bad. Like I can't.
I mean, you can't deploy traps out there.
Just to get to the factory anyway.
Right. I mean, you weren't going to get to the factory, but you could trap out your perimeter, so to speak.
Or I could trap out my early game start.
Right. I mean, no matter what, getting shoved back is a bad thing.
I think that's not necessarily the case.
I mean, you could have stayed at 5 pop by not doing the you could have prevented red to get a trap to get a star. You could have stayed at 5 pop, which would have put you within 1 enlist of getting to tier 2 pop, and you could have taken a move to like claim the forest and or the tunnel.
I literally think it wouldn't matter. I really think it could have mattered. I think you have to play to your outs, so to speak. And I think my out was letting, Rusviet have it and assuming he wouldn't have a completable objective in like 2 turns.
Yeah.
I do
mean,
not think that is a valuable
in the
out.
moment, I can see the decision making. Yeah, because you could easily retake that fight. I think you overspent to retake it, but it didn't end up mattering. But that is the trade-off: is you have to assess, like, if he has an easy combat star, then it's a lot easier for him to end the game. And it seems like you guys didn't expect him to end round 12, so giving him the.
I mean,
combat
that's
star
exactly
method-
what I was expecting. I think that's the average for a Rusviet.
Tagawa wasn't expecting that because he just
Right.
traded for 2
Yeah.
metal at the end, right?
Oh, not even necessarily that I wasn't expecting it, but I thought, if I win this fight, but I lose all my power, and now.
And then Saxony jumps in
and-
and ruins your day.
Yeah, we definitely should have. Well, I guess he could have just taken that village back and fought him there.
But I think in those shoes, I would have rather Saxony take the star for combat against me than Rusviet, because Rusviet has a very clear path to ending.
Right.
No, I'm saying if he Rustviet still could have attacked anybody on this village tunnel.
The moral of the story is we need balance changes. Okay.
Oh,
Honestly, I
they-
feel like the entire Rustviet as a faction is just too good.
Just moving every turn is dumb.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's dumb, and their people's army mech is dumb, and the township is dumb.
Yeah,
And the
having
fact that they
to
can
throw-
river walk from their home base to an encounter without having speed is dumb. Like it's all dumb.
So next tournament,
Everything about them is dumb.
next tournament we ban Rustviet and Crimea, and then we'll have an interesting matchup set.
Yeah. Just put the Fenris factions in. And...
Honestly, yeah, do it.
Yeah, I'd rather be Fenris instead of Rustviet. Rustviet, man, no fun.
It's uninspired. You just do.
I'll cut the stream here.
Oh, you need
Okay.
to